Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a massive shift happening right at the literal doors of global commerce. We're exploring how cloud-based booking platforms, or CBBPs, are totally re-engineering warehouse management for speed, efficiency, and crucially, sustainability. So why are modern supply chains still stuck in traffic? It's kind of this crazy paradox, right? We have these lightning-fast digital networks, yet the actual physical movement of goods, it frequently just grinds to a halt. Think about the utter frustration of sitting in bumper-to-bumper traffic on your daily commute. That is exactly what's happening to global freight right now. Warehouses are under relentless pressure. Consumers want things yesterday, businesses demand total efficiency, and new regulations require green practices. But despite all our cutting-edge tech, warehouses still suffer from massive truck congestion, agonizingly long waiting times, and severe coordination inefficiencies. There's a huge hidden cost to this poor coordination, and it plagues logistics networks every single day. And those inefficiencies, they aren't just frustrating, they carry a huge environmental cost. Get this, a shocking 8% of all warehouse-related emissions come from one completely solvable problem: idle trucks. That's engines running, burning fuel, simply because scheduling is misaligned and trucks are stuck waiting in line at the dock. It's a massive environmental impact derived entirely from a lack of proper synchronization.
Here's our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll be looking at 1. The warehouse congestion problem. 2. The power of cloud booking. 3. ROI for enterprises versus SMEs. 4. Sustainability and ESG benefits. And finally, 5. Rasta Infotech, the tech integrator.
Let's kick things off with Section 1, the warehouse congestion problem. Pressure to deliver faster, smarter, and greener. The systemic solution to these massive coordination challenges is found in cloud-based booking platforms, or CBBs for short. Basically, these are systems that enable real-time synchronization, dynamic collaboration, and transparent governance across warehouses. Instead of relying on static spreadsheets, frantic phone calls, or isolated software that doesn't talk to anything else, CBBs act as a unified, dynamic brain. They ensure that the warehouse, the shipper, and the carrier are all looking at the exact same real-time schedule, which transforms absolute chaos into a highly streamlined opportunity.
Moving on to Section 2, the power of cloud booking, transforming idle time into efficiency. Now, what's really interesting here is a recent McKinsey study that revealed something absolutely incredible. Digitized scheduling, exactly like what you get with a CBB, can cut truck idle times by up to 40%. Really think about what that actually means for a second. Nearly half of the time a truck spends just sitting there burning fuel and wasting a driver's valuable hours is completely eliminated. Boom, gone. This directly and immediately reduces both operational costs and carbon emissions. To anchor that 40% claim, let's look at a major European fast-moving consumer goods company. Before they implemented a CBBP, a truck's average dwell time, meaning the total time it spent at the facility, was 90 minutes. After adoption, that plummeted to just 45 minutes. They quite literally halved their truck dwell times, especially during peak congestion hours. I mean, imagine instantly getting half of your wasted time back. It's a total game changer. And time saved directly translates into concrete financial savings. An Indian logistics provider reported a 15% reduction in overall operational costs simply by integrating cloud scheduling directly with SAP Extended Warehouse Management, or SAP EWM. By seamlessly embedding the scheduling into their existing enterprise workflows, they didn't just save time, they significantly protected their bottom line. All right, Section 3. ROI, enterprises versus SMEs, strategic adoption based on company size. So, while this technology is universally powerful, the return on investment actually differs pretty greatly depending on the scale of your operation. For large enterprises dealing with massive palletized flows, the ROI is high and it's immediate. They just have the sheer volume to drive instant efficiencies. But for small and medium enterprises, or SMEs, the strategy kind of has to be different. An SME balances the investment cost with operational complexity, ultimately unlocking financial viability through shared investment with their partners. For example, take a mid-sized textile exporter who really wanted the benefits of a CBBP, but just couldn't justify taking on the solo expense. They creatively partnered with 3 of their shippers to co-invest in the platform. Through this collaborative shared investment, they achieved the exact same scalability and efficiency as a massive enterprise, but without overburdening their own finances. It's a brilliant workaround. Which brings us to Section 4, Sustainability and ESG Benefits, Greener Logistics through Technology Synergies.
We absolutely have to look beyond pure financials here because today, ESG compliance and green logistics are critical business requirements. The real beauty of CBBPs is that they don't exist in a vacuum. They synergize perfectly with cutting-edge tools to drive greener, hyper-efficient logistics. When you integrate cloud booking with things like IoT tracking, big data analytics, automated guided vehicles, and augmented reality, you create an ecosystem where every single movement is optimized. That drastically reduces overall waste and energy consumption. When you combine these technologies, the results are seriously impressive. A US retailer combined IoT sensors with their cloud-based booking platforms to achieve absolute real-time visibility of all their inbound shipments. Because they knew exactly what was arriving and when, they dropped their stockouts by an impressive 12%. Better visibility means less wasted space, less rushed emergency shipping, and ultimately a vastly more sustainable supply chain. Okay, our final section, Section 5, Rasta Infotech, the tech integrator making cloud warehousing a reality. Making these complex platforms financially sustainable and operationally effective doesn't just happen by accident. You need a specialized digital transformation partner. And this brings us to Rasta Infotech. Their expertise is purpose-built for this exact shift. It spans seamless SAP EWM integration, AI and automation for things like predictive analytics, and blockchain solutions for highly secure partner collaboration. Crucially, they also handle the strict cybersecurity required for cloud logistics and even the talent acquisition you need to build out your next-gen teams. And this brilliantly illustrates what they can do. A global electronics manufacturer partnered with Rasta Infotech to integrate blockchain directly into their cloud-based booking platform. The result? They ensured absolutely tamper-proof, fully transparent scheduling records shared seamlessly across 12 different countries. That is the true power of expert global-scale integration. Looking at the industry forecast, the writing is definitely on the wall. Driven by sustainability mandates and vital digital transformation initiatives, it's expected that by 2030, over 65% of warehouses worldwide will adopt cloud-based scheduling platforms. Collaborative warehousing isn't just some fleeting trend, it is for sure the inevitable future of logistics. Which leaves us with this final thought. As the global supply chain races toward this highly optimized, fully synchronized future, what will your operation look like? With expert guides like Rasta Infotech ready to integrate SAP EWM, AI, and blockchain into your processes, the tools for transformation are right in front of you. So, will your warehouse be future-ready, cost-efficient, and sustainable, or will you be left sitting in traffic? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, and I'll see you next time.